guy play 2K, right? Watch the guy play 2K. His own selfishness lost the game. And I told him, like, his chat told me, like I said, their own selfishness we bought. That's why I'll be selfish, bro. Catch the ball. That's why we have my games blowouts, bro. So by the same time.
Tonight, the league and all of us here at 2K Sports celebrate Noche Latina, an opportunity to spotlight the amazing Latin culture in the NBA and its global fan base. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And let's take a look now at some numbers for Luka Doncic.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
And the starting group for Chicago. They've got MP, Josh Giddey out there with Buzelis. Then it's Kobe White, and it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot. And for the Lakers, they've got Connect. Rui Hachimura is out there with Hayes. Then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Reeves in at the 2-guard spot. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Graham. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that get ass like this.
So the Lakers win the tip. Pass to Doncic. From downtown, it's hauled in by the Bulls. Here's MP. Oh, and makes him with the kiss.
MP with the drive and the finish. Attacking through the defense right there.
From deep, here's Doncic. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Here's Buzelis. Hachimura covering. MP shot is off.
Shots on me.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Inside, here's Doncic. And the basket good. A bank shot that time.
Luka is a massive guard. He can do damage inside just as easily as outside.
Clark, when you watch Luka Doncic play, how is he able to just control the games like he does?
He's a savant. That's all I can say. He's way
Good one. That down. I hate the 3 seconds, bro. I got the ball. I got past the ball. That's crazy, bro. Crazy, bro.
So unique in that regard.
That's cool.
Great size, uncanny,
Lakers, bro.
underrated strength. And then his vision, his pace, all of that what allows him to really not ever be sped up or out of control.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
I can't make any free throws for you. Not try.
There's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers. You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Back to White. Pass to Buzelis. Takes a 3. He drops it from range.
Yeah, this demonstrates how confident Buzelis is. He knows he can be lethal off the catch.
Doncic passes to Hayes. And here's Doncic. Fires for 3. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
And this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And it's Hernandez missing.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
And there's Doncic. That's good. On the assist.
Bro.
If Luka wants a 3-point shot, he just takes it. No hesitation.
And well into March, it's a great time to look at our latest Rookie of the Year list. These guys have been a joy to watch. What a fantastic injection of talent into the NBA. Hey, look at Buzelis. Just an incredible rookie season for him. Sitting in second place. This organization is elated to have him for years to come.
And at number 2, he still has a lot of time to show everyone why he deserves to win Rookie of the Year.
Well, he certainly throughout the season has has adjusted to opponents quicker than they've adjusted to him. And that is so advanced for a rookie. Speaks highly of his game and his IQ.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Kings played some superb basketball. He contributed 40 points, and he was very efficient from the field. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
And the Lakers with possession here after the basket by Chicago. From deep, here's Doncic, and it's cleared by Vucevic.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
To the inside. To the middle. Here's Hernandez. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. MP's gotten his third basket of the night.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Back to Doncic. Pass to Hachimura. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 6. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Chicago with the ball. They've gone on an 8-0 run. White on the wing. Down low. Here's MP. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists in the game.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
You heard what he said? You heard what he said, right?
So Chicago ends up going with a new group. And while we can, let's see which teams have been running the league's most efficient offenses. Number 1, Chicago.
The smart offensive moves this team makes helps them open up the floor and find.
Reeves is checked in for Luka Doncic. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Here's Hernandez. Against Sacramento, he was really on his game. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP.
What did he? That's what it says. I'm trying to go in.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. And so in the game for the Bulls, Ben Simmons is out there with Ellis. Then it's MP, then it's Josh Giddey, and it's White in a 2-guard. Pass to Vincent, the 3. The Lakers with another miss.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in the game. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Give me fix, bro.
Here's Goodwin. They set the pick. Fires the 3. The rebound by Simmons. Bulls leading by 4. Outside Giddey. Over Reeves. That's good from Giddey. On the assist by MP. Hernandez got 3 assists in the game. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Vanderbilt, a screen on White. And here's Reeves outside. Knocks down the triple. Reeves has got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. To the wing on the left. Simmons finds Giddey. Here's MP. Oh, look at MP doing his thing down there.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
That's a rarity for him, especially against the soft defense.
The kick out to Simmons. Pass to Giddey. To the paint. Here's Hernandez. Work in the interior. MP.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
Vincent outside.
What do you mean, bro? Takes out. Who's talking about?
And what an
aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Giddey passes to MP. Yep, count it. MP's got 8 points in the quarter.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Vincent outside. Down low. Ball stolen. MP finds Giddey. Picked it out of midair.
What do you mean, bro? That's
Outside Reeves.
That's a big time play.
Over White. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
I love watching Reeves do his thing from the mid-range area. He's got a smooth package.
MP beats the contact.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Here's Vincent. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got 6 rebounds now in the game. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Back to MP. It goes. He's 10 for 13. So much confidence.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Here's Vincent. Off target from outside. Outside White. Hernandez. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so it's MP making things happen for Chicago. He's been productive scoring the ball. He's got 20 points so far. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this.
Good winning spell. How you do that? That's skill right there.
Hey folks, we'll get things going here with a look at the injuries this team is battling.
Battling injuries, bro.
Having LeBron James out, he commands so much attention offensively, and you miss his leadership. He's like a second coach on the floor.
I mean, how do you replace a guy like that? You just can't. It's like, if I didn't show up today, how would you replace me?
I got an idea.
How's that?
How about your son KJ? Doing a heck of a job on TV, just starting that career. Come on, KJ, take your daddy's spot.
No, don't tell us the announcement.
And now taking a look at that first half action, it was a less than ideal start for the Lakers.
I can't see what they're trying to do offensively. Maybe with a little more patience, that shooting percentage will tick upwards.
Yeah, we saw several instances where the guy should have just made the extra pass. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
That's what I do. I make the extra pass. Like, if I know I have a shot, but I see an open guy do it, I'll pass that guy to that guy, take a shot, like this it. That's all my basketball.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Hey, you look at MP in this game. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up, be physical with him.
Connect is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then there's Jackson Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
You know, so far, I'm pretty impressed with MP's attitude. He doesn't seem like a young hothead. He knows he's got a lot of work to do on his game.
Here's Vincent. No good on the three.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game. And that's helped them stake this lead.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
White against Reeves. Can't connect from short range. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. And, yep, it's good.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Hachimura outside. Reeves, the pass to Hachimura. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Clark Hachimura has always been a monster with his strength. He knows how to use his frame.
He sure does, and he has an ample frame, B.A. Working out with LeBron during the summer and training certainly hasn't hurt him in that regard. He knows how to use his body, but he's also become a pretty reliable three-point shooter and all-around scorer.
Count it for Vincent.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And looking at the small forward position, here are the most dangerous outside shooters who continue to do damage and give defenses fits. Fifth on the list, Dalton Connect.
Take it outside his
And if you're trying to defend anyone on that list,
yeah, I want y'all to come in and chat with Bless facilitator in the basketball.
Maybe alter some of the game plan.
Who's the best facilitator in basketball? Let me know. Who's your top 10 goals?
35 seconds left in the third. And here's Milton. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Here's Goodwin. Chicago with a rebound.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Smith finds MP. Yes, and that's Simmons with the assist. MP's got 22.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls feeling confident. 18-point lead to win that quarter. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. Back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up. Tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Bulls, getting the fourth quarter going. MP is out there with Kobe White, and it's Josh Giddey, and it's Ellis, and it's Simmons at the center position.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
MP, the pass to Simmons. Here's MP. It's rebounded by Lawrence. Lakers trail by 15. Inside, here's Goodwin, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Counted, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Finney Smith checked in for Los Angeles. And the Bulls also making a change. Vucevic, he's checked in for Simmons. And so here is Chicago. And following this one, they'll take on the Nuggets in Denver. That'll be the last leg of a 6-game road trip for the club. Counted. He's got 24.
Boy, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Now Milton. Outside Finney Smith. Back to Milton. Off the mark there with a 3.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted taking control on the glass.
Here's Goodwin. Chicago with a rebound. Giddy's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Vucevic.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Lakers trail by 16. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And here's Doncic outside. And it's Chicago with a board. Giddy's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Hernandez. Uses the glass on the layup. Hernandez got 4 points now in the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now that they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And we've got a timeout call by J.J. Redick. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Hayes is checked in for Finney Smith. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. Connect's checked in for Goodwin. And Austin Reeves is subbed in for Milton. Doncic outside. Three-pointer. And it's Chicago with a board.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Back to MP. And the layup falls. MP's got 28 points for the game.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
To end the run, Reeves, the pass to Hayes.
Dunk all over him, bro.
Boy, this team is comfortable with Reeves running the show. He's an excellent decision maker.
Pass to Buzelis. Back to MP. Now here's White to the middle. Here's MP. And he gets the bucket. Hernandez got 10 points here in the second half.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Here's Connect. 4-3. Sends it home from three-point land. Connect's got himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. To the inside. And MP gets it to go on the assist from Giddey. Giddey's got 9 assists now tonight. Hachimura outside. Back to Reeves. To the middle. Out to Hachimura. And here's Connect outside. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Back to MP. Over to the wing. Out of bounds. It'll be Lakers ball.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive.
I wish I would have had that.
Judgment there.
And the Lakers going with a whole new group out there.
I wish I had that day.
Lakers trail by 19. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Goodwin. Outside Milton. Vanderbilt with a screen. Milton passes to Vanderbilt. 5 to shoot. The shot no good.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Bulls.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And add another one to the books for them. They've been on cruise control all year long, and now they just won their 67th game this year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
Chicago with the ball. MP, the pass to ball. Back to MP. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. MP's got 34.
This is what winning is all about. playing your best when it matters most.
And, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was
The X factor with LeBron James because he was injured. He was not injured in the post game.
Earned this dub.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. So long, everybody.
The X Factor was LeBron James. The X Factor.
Good win. Let's keep it going. Man, the air really is thinner up here. Hope you've been right fan to live for games like this one.
Hungry, bro. What you mean, bro?
Up next, the Nuggets taking on the Bulls. For Denver, they've been playing well. They've won 4 of their last 5, dictating the pace night in and night out. They look to continue their style of play with another win here tonight. Bulls, Nuggets, don't leave your seat. We'll be right back.
I gotta go on Twitch right quick after this game. I gotta go on Twitch, my Twitch video. You know, you guys go on Twitch. No, but I'll be back.
With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Ulrich on the sidelines. Let's see the stat sheet here for Aaron Gordon.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. They've got Dosunmu, who's Ellis out there with Vucevic. Then it's MP, and it's White in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Nuggets, the 4 and the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Porter in at the small forward. And both teams look to move the ball around, stand to create more offense.
Well, that's usually the best way to attack, especially against good defenses. Ball movement moves the defense, and when you've got the defense on the move, that's when you can break them down and get high percentage shots. It takes patience, it takes unselfishness.
It seems to be the most efficient way, doesn't it?
It does, especially against really good defenses.
MP against Murray. Back to MP. Good.
Strong work down low from MP. He doesn't let aggressive defense throw him off his game.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. To the middle, here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Now, here's MP, and they pick up 2. Hernandez has got 6.
Great example there of the way MP's game around the rim continues to grow and develop.
You know, Stan, I've always thought that your path, kind of like Billy Donovan's, going from the college game to the pro game, both enjoying success, very, very similar paths.
Except for one thing, Kevin. Billy could actually play. I couldn't. So, you know,
You're not being fair to yourself now. Come on.
Billy was a great college player. And I think, Kevin, Billy Donovan's the most underrated coach in the NBA. This guy's a surefire Hall of Famer, back-to-back national titles in college, and then you look at the consistent success he has had in the NBA with teams. This guy is as good as anyone in the country, heck, anyone in the world coaching basketball.
Well said.
Well, he's not an elite three-point shooter, but Gordon makes just enough threes to be a threat from out there.
Hernandez. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his third assist on the night. For Denver, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Jokic passes to Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Well, we always talk about Murray shooting, but he can attack the basket as well.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins, and looking for number 8 tonight.
Well, I think they found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Here's Brown. Following the basket by MP. 1:53 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Buzelis. Makes it off the glass. He has 5.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Now here's Porter. Defended by Dosunmu. And the shot goes in. Porter's got his second basket of the game.
And making it look easy. Even with aggressive coverage, Porter Jr. finds a way to score.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Murray, the pass to Porter. Here's Brown. Lets it go with a 3. Hangs home the trifecta. Gordon's got 6 points.
Well, confidence isn't something that Gordon is lacking. He thinks his shot is there, so he just takes it.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Murray, following the 3-point basket by Chicago. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Here's MP. He can't get it to go. Good defense by Jokic. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Denver passing it around. Wide open look here for Murray, and it's off from 3-point range. Outside, White. Down low, Hernandez. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Here's Gordon. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's MP making things happen for Chicago. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. Going with an almost entirely new group. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Zach Collins. Dosunmu comes in for Smith. And Simmons, he's checked in for White. And MP is subbed in for Ball. Taking a look at the Bulls, they've got Josh Giddey. And Simmons is out there with Dosunmu. Then it's Williams. And it's MP in at the point. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Lakers was phenomenal. Dropped in 36 points, and he was dominant at the offensive end with a high field goal percentage as well. Those were ridiculous numbers he put up. See what he has in store for an encore. Can't wait to see. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
Here's Jokic, following the basket by MP. The kick out to Porter. And that time, also a missed shot.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Go momentum, bro.
102 left in the first half of the game. Westbrook passes to Jokic. To the paint. Here's Murray. And another miss by Denver. The Bulls leading by 7. Pass to MP. Now Williams. Inside. It's MP muscling his way for 2.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Hey, Coach, one area the Bulls can struggle with, defending the outside shot.
Yeah, Kevin, they've been very poor the last few seasons on that front.
That's the outside shot, bro.
That's
what we struggle with, bro. The outside.
Denver making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Vucevic checked in for the Bulls. Buzelis comes in for Josh Giddey. On the wing, Porter. 10 points for him. Pass to Brown. Off target with his 3.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up to the Nuggets. They trail by 11. Coming into this game against the Nuggets in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them.
Here's Murray. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Houston.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates. Lapping up the assists. So important to team chemistry.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll return shortly.
That's impressive, but how you do that, bro? What do you think, bro?
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for the Chicago Bulls.
They're efficient. They play to their strength. That puts guys in a position to succeed.
Yeah, they take shots they feel confident about. If they don't feel confident, they make the next pass.
Okay, now we've got some time to take a look at the Eastern Conference standings as the postseason comes into view.
Postseason? What shoot you from? Without me to get in.
Business, but the playoffs fast approaching.
Fast approaching.
And we'll see how that home-court advantage translates down the stretch. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
7 games. They're going to have me on reporting. I know. I already know what's going to happen. What's going to happen in that game? What's happening in these games, playoff games? They're going to double me. My team is going to take advantage of double.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
The forwards are Porter Jr. and Gordon to his side. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, my potential may look different.
Both momentum, bro. You got both momentum, bro.
What I had, I gave it my all. That's
So
all
he
that
does
success
that.
should be defined by. Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, DA. He is a worker and living the dream. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Bulls making a switch here. Giddey's checked in. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Bulls moving the ball around. Hernandez. That one's not going to go.
Oh my
Good
goodness,
defense by
go
Jokic.
momentum, bro. They got go momentum right now.
Otherwise, they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
Basket counts. Murray's got 7 now in this quarter.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Vucevic, the pass to MP. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 5th assist in this one.
Get the
The Nuggets
assist.
trail by 9. And the Denver Nuggets led by multi-time MVP Nikola Jokic. And they've done a tremendous job surrounding him with the right kind of people.
They certainly have, Kevin. But one caveat here. You can surround Nikola Jokic with any player, Kevin, and he will figure out their strengths and get them the ball where they need to have it. This guy makes everyone better.
So you think we're not giving enough attention maybe to what he thinks upstairs, how he sees the game?
He sees the game, Kevin, as well as anyone who's ever played it, and he directs traffic out there. He is a true point center.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments happen.
You guys go momentum, Chad. Go momentum. What kind of go momentum, bro?
Basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
Collins passes to MP. Another shot, and the layup is up and in. Hernandez has got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, even though he hasn't been in the league a long time, MP knows exactly where to get his points.
Westbrook with a wide open look. And just miss after miss right now. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Bulls on top, opening up a huge gap. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena.
Goat momentum, bro. I got goat momentum, bro. Goat. You got her points, bro. Goat momentum, chat. Goat. Straight up goat.
And the worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great passer.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started.
I got goat momentum, bro.
is out there with MP. Then it's Bruzelis, and it's Vucevic, and it's Simmons in at the center position. Watson for 3, and Vucevic pulls it down.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Pass to Westbrook. And another miss by Denver. Chicago leading by 20. Simmons passes to Dosunmu. Here's MP. An easy 2 points on the layup. And that's now 30 points for MP.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Unable to also.
Outside Westbrook. Now here's Murray. From past the arc. And again, Denver no good.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Shot's good by Hernandez.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
He had a nice open look right there. Murray's got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
The shot's good.
And that pass-first nature of Simmons, outstanding at understanding when his teammates are open.
Timeout call, Nuggets. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down one, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want
LeBron James.
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. A guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Hernandez.
I missed that shot. What do you mean, bro, to go?
Denver's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
I paid for that, bro.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Giddy kicks to MP. Vucevic the pass to Hernandez. Good work there as it goes. That's 36 points for MP.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And pass to Gordon. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And the mid-range seeming effortless for Murray. He's got a touch that makes that shot a good option for him.
MP passes to Vucevic. Back to MP. And it's Denver.
Oh, I missed that shot. I said pass to
Jokic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the inside. Here's Gordon. Misses in close.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Back to MP. And that one drops for him. MP's got 38 points.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Chicago.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And what's been a tremendous year tonight, another example, and it'll push their amazing win total on the season to 68. An outstanding season. We've watched this team.